Thanks, Turbo. There he is. Should fire up some damn DOS games or something. And we don't have... And there's Tom Pepper. And we don't have a ton of time to lollygag. Let me get my soundboards up here. Bum, 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 bum.
Thank you, Beer Horse.
Doo, doo, doo. Oh yeah, here he is. Beer Horse is here. So you're probably asking yourself, what in the hell is this? What is happening? Cool Stream usually happens on Saturday, and usually what I'm seeing is a big GIF with some letters, and not any of this crazy stuff. What the hell is this? Well, this is a special edition of the show, and this is called The Cool Stream Presents Cool Sites from Internet's Past. And I think I'm using the right grammar there, saying internets, even though there's really only been one internet. I can't wait for Internet 2. What's that going to be like? That'll be pretty crazy. Get a sequel to the internet. Hopefully without all the racist guys. Well, anyway, with this special edition of the show, this is the pilot episode of The Cool Stream Presents. And this one we're calling Cool Sites from Internet's Past. And we got a crazy neat overlay layout here. With we got Goku, we got the sound recorder app is going wild over there. Used to use that thing all the time, recording all kinds of weird stuff on that back in the day. We got Clippy. We got a little Mr. Cool guy. I don't remember if his name is Mr. Cool or Mr. Cool Guy over here, and it's just a little figurine, so he's not going to be talking or anything, thankfully. And we've got a cool little chat applet. Is that what you call that? You're going to chat and you're going to see yourself popping up over there. And welcome Kate and Turbo and Beer Horse. And all the friends are here. And so, what are we doing on Cool Stream Presents Cool Sites from Internet's Past? Well, we're going to jump into the Internet Archives, the archives on the web, which are pretty cool, fun thing to explore. And we're going to check out some this is the Cool Stream, but back in the day they had cool sites. I'll just go ahead and pull that up. Why the hell not? I'm not doing an intro. Not doing any of that shit stuff today. This is a special Cool Stream. We kind of get to do whatever the hell we want. We don't have all these people breathing down our necks telling us what to do. We just get to do whatever the hell we want. And it's awesome. So anyway, we got the classic pipe screensaver over here going crazy. And we're going to just kind of... So first you got to... No rules, just right. That's right. Yeah, kind of want a bloomin' onion now. /wave. I was thinking about, it'd be really cool if I had the sound recorder thing and then I actually had some waves of my voice going and you could see the waves change, and I think I could figure out how to do that, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm not smart enough. And also wanted to do something where you had the chat and everyone's names were popping up over on the right side, like a classic chat from back in the day. That'd be kind of cool. Also don't know how to do that. So that's what you get. This is just trying out some new stuff. So anyway, first what you gotta do, you got your screensaver up. So what you're gonna want to do is move your mouse a little bit, and I hope to God that I don't have my bank information up on the screen here, because sometimes I'll do that, dox myself. And let's hope we got the right page up. And here we go. We're logging into Netscape Navigator. And I'm just going to be forthwith with this and say this isn't the real Netscape Navigator. I wish. That'd be cool. Could be cool as hell. It's just an overlay, but there is something cool you can go to. Let's see if I can find the address, or you can just Google Netscape Navigator Emulator, and what it is a cool little app someone made, and you can pick what vintage browser you want, and it'll actually pull sites from the Internet Archive. And that's probably what I should have been using, but instead I'm doing something a little bit sneakier. Just using some graphics. But we do have the original cool site of the day pulled up from 1996. And man, you remember those days back in 96? So you had Independence Day was out, and what were some other movies from 96? Those were the good old days. Had some great music back then. And I was just a little kid going into, I don't know, 5th grade or whatever. And I was on the web, surfing the web. I may have stumbled across some of these cool sites. So anyway, what are the cool sites? Well, the cool sites, something they put together, and it says here part of the Infinet company. It's kind of an ominous, weird company name. And you can email cool@infa.net. Kind of hard to say. You can email the cool guys and see if you can get your site on Cool Site of the Day. So anyway, if you're looking for something cool to do on the web, something new to look at, you would go over to cool.infi. Don't even know how to pronounce that. Cool.infi.net. You would check out what some of these cool sites are, because back then they didn't have Google. They didn't have any of these web aggregators, I don't think. I don't really remember. You would just kind of get bored on the web and you try to find something cool to do. So they had these sites. They would have a little image saying this is a cool site, and you would get kind of nominated or you get an award. I don't know. I don't really understand it. But we do have the archives up, so we can go check out some of these cool sites over on our vintage cool Netscape thing we got going here. And this isn't the music that they had back in 1996 either. I would need some like Fugees or something, some Pavement, something like that. We don't have any of that. We got some of our famous weird music, and this song is a little weird. Let's get something that's more upbeat and cool sounding. Bop, 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 bop. Here we go. We're ready to go into the cool sites. Wow! Let's see. Okay, so it's March 96. What were we doing back in those days? Who knows? Can't remember that far back. Mambo number 5. Mambo 96. And let's see what we got here. Hope you can see what some of this is, but I'll try to read some of it off for you. It's Cirque du Soleil, Lyric Server, The Bird, and that could be Larry Bird. That could be that crazy novelty song with the bird as the word. We got Sunday Times Everest Expedition. That sounds kind of cool. There's a lot of educational type stuff on the web back in the day. I don't really have that anymore. It's not really a place of knowledge, the internet. It's just a place of just all kinds of crap. As you can see on the regular Cool stream, we look at all kinds of weird internet crap and stuff and weird stuff. That's on Saturdays at 4 Central Standard Time. But today we're looking at cool sites. We're getting distracted as usual. All right, we got Flake World, and is that Jeff Flake? And that's like a political guy, I think. That's kind of interesting. That could be about him, or it could be about dandruff or cornflakes. Amnesia. So websites back in the day were real simple. Oh, MapQuest. All right, Monster Island, President 96, and then here we have Fetish. And we're definitely not going to look at that website. Pepsi World. Oh, I love going back and looking at the old, like Pizza Hut. I was looking at Pizza Hut to see if I could see just any of those old school graphic styles. Just get the parts of the nostalgia going in your brain, firing off a mile a minute. All right, what do we think, gang? What do we want to look at? Let's see if we can do a poll here. I don't know how to do that. Let's see. We got Bodies Inc. That sounds vaguely pornographic, so we're not going to look at that. Carnival Sin City, the movie. Yeah, the cool stream. That's Kilgore. Welcome, buddy. Got Iditarod, Piercing Mildred. That sounds like that could be like an alt rock band from back in '96. Piercing Mildred on tour this week with the Goo Goo Dolls. They're coming to a city near you. Their next stop is over in Akron, Ohio at the State Fair Festival. We got Goo Goo Dolls and we got Piercing Mildred. Legs. That, I believe that is the Pantyhose brand. Toadhead. We got Toadhead and what was the other one? Piercing Mildred, coming to you live at your old local watering hole. No Billy No. Yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, we got to go to all these. We're going to check some of these out. We're going to just open a new tab and we're going to jump over. Let's do that one. No Billy No. Boarding goods. You need Netscape 2.x. Well, hell, what they don't know is that we've got the most advanced browsing technology that you could ever imagine. They had no clue how crazy browsing was going to get in the future. We've got all kinds of buttons. You can't see my browser, but I got Firefox open. Actually really hasn't changed much at all, to be honest. Here's my cursor. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Oh, wow, that's pretty sweet. Damn, this is awesome. Snow, water, babble. I guess that's what they were talking about. This is like a snowboarding apparel website of some sort. You got surfing, you got some snowboard guys. Damn, this is cool as hell. Asphalt. And that's for skateboarders. And I'm checking these out. This is definitely me back in '96. I had a pair of these baggy jeans. Oh, those aren't jeans. Damn, those are the board shorts. NBN, no Billy, no. Click below to go to that section. And looks like they're under construction. And we wonder if maybe they ever finished the website. A lot of websites back then were under construction. You know, they had their hard hats on. They were in the web, in the wires, constructing the website. Okay, so that's a dead end there. Snow. Call that number. You call the number. I don't even think I have that technology. Probably just be some random person. Is this No Billy No? What the hell are you talking about? Get lost. They probably think I was doing a robocall. Alright, here's snow. So whether you're riding into the park or ripping the backcountry, we've got the clothes that'll keep you warmer than a gas station corn dog and drier than a day-old piece of toast. That's pretty funny. If you find something you like, click on it and it'll blow up to a bigger view, that is. Alright, let's see if it blows up. Let's check out the Joe Bro Parka. The HS2 Joe Bro Parka. Sold out. Oh, shit. It's sold out. Joe Bro Parka freezer shirt. And that's got waterproof, breathable 330-330D. Not gonna make a joke about that, but you can kind of see where I could go with that one. Just did some research. No Billy No is not longer in business. They're not long for this world. They've gone out of business. It's tough. That's a cutthroat market there. The snowboard apparel supply stuff. So they've got that in slate brown or navy. 140 or pavement. Speaking of pavement, speaking of the 90s. Darling, don't you go and cut your hair. Bow. I got the Joe Bro Parka. A beanie. I got some beanies with that classic NBN logo on it, so you know you're repping the No Billy No. And it's kind of a weird name for these guys. And this was created by the Hunt Marketing Group. And I love this. This is one of my favorite things, is checking out the local ad agencies that design some of these weird websites. And even until this day, you can find some of those local ad agencies doing good work. There they are, the Hunt Marketing Group. Wow. Now appearing in the center ring, the HMG Online Highwire Act. That's kind of cool. So they're going for that carnival theme, which is a big thing back in the 90s, I think. This kind of illustration of that Very 90s stuff. I don't know the artist who kind of popularized that. Hunt Marketing Group. We're Hunt Marketing Group. Really? That's good. Hunk Marketing Group, more like. That's right. And so they're the fastest growing direct response marketing agency on the West Coast. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's the Hunt Marketing Group. Sure, we do direct mail, print ads, and the like, but as you can see, we've taken traditional direct marketing one step further, all the way to the internet. Whoa! They've taken the big leap to get on the web. And that's big stuff for 96. To find out who we are and what we're doing, who our clients are, and to talk to us directly, take a tour of our site. Okay, I thought they were going to keep going about all the stuff you could do, but you got to take a tour of this site. Let's show you around these parts. You'll learn a thing or two about potential online applications. That's good. I'd love to learn about things. Looks like the same illustration style as the Stinky Cheese Man. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I don't remember that artist's name, or what that's called. If that's like a particular thing. Could have just been one guy. It seemed like it was everywhere back in those days. So anyway, at the Hunt Marketing Group, we'll show how we can help you execute the kinds of marketing strategies that really make sense for your product or company. And I don't know how good of a job they did for our friends over at No Billy No, because they're out of business. Maybe they jumped ship to a different ad agency. They messed up there, big time. Only 90s kids will remember the Stinky Cheese Man. Yep. Great book. Love that book. James and the Giant Peach, another one. So let's go for the agency tour. And we're getting a 404 there. Fingers crossed. You really got to cross your fingers. And this is a little peek as to the Wayback Machine. So we're not looking at the website as it is today. So you kind of have to click in and see where you can go. And they've got 246 captures. And it looks like these are... Check these links. Oh, here we go. Business Online. If there's one place where every smart company is seen these days, it's right here on the internet. And it's no wonder, because there are already upwards of 25 to 30 million users looking for information, ideas, goods, and services as they surf from one site to the next. Yep, that's right, and they're not just looking for nasty, gross porno. Nope, they are looking for ideas and information, and one place you could find that is checking out the cool sites. Alright, so we did No Billy. That was a good hit there. Love that. Let's check out that main page again. Wow, I love that background. It's so sick. And they're out of Seattle, Washington. And we hit up the HMG, the Hunt Group. Dun 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 dun. And what were the other ones that looked cool? The cool sites. Piercing Mildred. I am so curious about this. I gotta check it out. And damn it if we don't get an HTTP 301 on that. Oh, here we go. Yes! Alright. Oh yeah, and this is some of that crazy, wicked humor of the 90s. And what is this? February 23rd status update. Sorry folks, the content hasn't been run since February 7th, and we've been so busy we lost track of time. We'll try to fix it ASAP. Okay, and what is this? So we got these weird characters here. And there's like a weird razor blade. It's some twisted stuff is what I'm guessing. And we're getting let's try to buy some t-shirts. And I have no idea where this is going. Oh, there we go. Now you can use your Visa or MasterCard on our new online credit card order form. And this was way before PayPal. So we don't really know what Piercing Mildred is. I'm guessing it's some kind of cartoon. And we've got here, it says the Mildred, Maurice, and Melvin are proud to offer their fine designs to the whole world. And it spelled it the H-O-L-E world. Whole. These shirts were selected by you, the freaks that frequent our happy little corner of the web, as the designs you wanted on t-shirts. So they got the pierced nipple, and let's see if I can get a zoom in on that. And I don't really have a high-res image, but there you can see. You can get a pierced nipple t-shirt, and that says this design ranked as the favorite design of metal faces around the globe. Don't know what that means. Soap screen. Blah, blah, blah. It lets you wear the very artwork used in the Pierced Mildred site. As your own, you can have your own pierced nipple. Subtle enough to sneak past the principal, the dean, and your nearly blind grandmother. But maybe not your loudmouth little brother. No, no, no. You might get in big trouble wearing that pierced nipple shirt. Under the nipple, we've included the Piercing Mildred name and URL, so those in the know will know that you pierce the web and yourself on a regular basis. Alright. And they just sold out of 2XLs, so that gives you an idea of who's been buying these shirts. It'd be cool to see if any of these were on eBay. If you could get a pierced nipple, Piercing Mildred shirt. And if we could just figure out what this is. And here you can fill out this handy dandy form, and I'm guessing that you'd print this out and you could check mark the size that you want for either the pierced nipple shirt or Mildred, Maurice, and Melvin shirts at the reasonable price of 15 or 17 bucks. And you'd send that in, and before you know it, you would get a t-shirt of Piercing Mildred. Now, what is that? Oh, I guess I need to click one of these characters. I really hope there's like a crazy video. Okay, so we're getting some weird stuff. There's a whole bunch of crap. These HTML files are always changing, so don't look at them. And that was a little behind the scene coding there from this website. What is Piercing Mildred? Born of the 90s' two favorite pastimes, body modification and the internet, Piercing Mildred offers you the chance to exact body modifications such as exotic tattoos, piercings, and scarification without all the muss and fuss. I hate all the fuss and muss that goes on with scarring myself so I can look cool. And that's some freaky stuff. If you look into some of the body mod stuff they got going on, holy shit. That's something I swear I never want to see in my whole life. I'll just say I found this guy one time. I think he's from Brazil. Yeah, the fuss is too much. But I found this guy who did some freakies. I don't even want to say what he did. It's freaky as hell. Doesn't involve any private parts, but it's just grotesque, and I don't really like it. And that's the kind of stuff you'll see on the web these days. It's really just offering you a view into some parts of weird stuff that you wish you could unsee. Some of the stuff you might see on the Cool Stream, which is on Saturday. Say what the freaky Brazilian guy did. Well, what he did was he chopped off his freaking nose, and he injected his eyeballs with ink. So he had black eyes, and he looked like a freaking skeleton. Just ripping off some Hollywood Handbook bits, but he looked like a damn skeleton. I think that's the same guy. And he had a bunch of videos of self-injecting people's eyeballs with ink, which is really, the fuss over that is too much. Talk about chopping off your nose and spiting your face. That's right. Really spiteful to do that to yourself and make yourself look like a damn freaky haunted skeleton. Too much fuss with scarification these days. There's got to be a way for me to mutilate myself in a more casual setting. Well, we got you covered over here at Piercing Mildred. So it says you can compete head-to-head against other piercing freaks from around the globe. Weekly contests keep things moving. Pierce, buzz, and slice till the infections come home. No thanks. Buy antibiotic ointment to cure them. And this is, I guess, talking about what you do in the game. This is not what they don't actually want you to do that, but maybe they should put like a disclaimer. Your continued participation wins $100 game cash for more pieces and scars, and depending how ambitious Mildred's admins are, maybe even a cool little prize from one of Chicago's purveyor of weird stuff. Now, what is that? What? I'm not sure what Chicago's purveyors of weird stuff is. Yikes. Infections? Yep. Pierce the scars and tattoos have a variable chance of infection. To clear them, click on the heal button to purchase some antibiotic ointment. If you don't clear up your infection, you'll eventually lose the piercing or scar. How do I start playing? This sounds like a game that you could play. And it's... If you've got questions, to whom may I address any suggestions, questions, or spittle? Write to us at streams@streams.com. So they really landed on a good email there. I wish that was the cool stream email. Streams@streams.com for all your stream needs and all your piercing Mildred needs. They have a contest. They're judging what you do for the game. And here's some FAQs. You can learn how to join the Mulatto Frenzy. Mulatto, I don't want to say that. Mulatto is a groovy new way to win even more game cash. This is weird as hell. I don't know what this is. Another thing we could do on this show sometime is play some of those crazy weird Java games, kind of like Beer Horse's game, but way more, you know, back in the days. There's a lot of cool games that people would just play, and you could play them right in your browser. It's a lot of fun. bewolf@stream.cool. Now that's a cool address. Back in the day, here's a little something I used to do. We're going to jump back over to another website. Don't like piercing Mildred. Can't even say it. So talking about stuff we used to do back on the days of the web, the old school days. Me and myself, I was into graffiti. I was looking up all kinds of graffiti art and trying to find all the cool artists and stuff out there. And what I came across was, I don't know if these still exist, probably not, but they were these little JavaScript little boards, and you would go onto one of them and people would be drawing their graffiti. And what I didn't know at the time is that people would draw their drawings and then they would save them. And then you could go through and see, like, okay, this is so-and-so's drawing, I'm going to click, I'm going to open it, and then it would do these crazy time-lapse drawing of someone doing their graffiti drawing like super fast, and they'd fill in and do all this detail. It's really cool. And then you could get in the chat and you'd have your name and you'd be like, I'm funky writer 101, and you chat to people and you would do your graffiti drawings. Tom Pepper remembers that. Hell yes. Okay, good. Glad somebody remembers that, because I was on all these websites, and I remember one time I got roasted by somebody. I was drawing my tag or something, and somebody wrote "sucks" underneath it. It really pissed me off. That's my cool tag. That's my cool bomb that I did. And whatever. I had a bunch of different random ones I was going to, talking to people, trying to make a graffiti crew online. It's pretty lame. Didn't actually ever do it in real life. I don't think my parents wanted me to vandalize things, which is pretty smart of them. Bombing science. Hell yeah, get the toys out of here. We hate the toys. Oh, doing sick throwies. Hell yeah. Bombing and tagging their big fat tips. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, I was drawing my thing, somebody said it sucked. And I remember my dad, in front of his friends, his work pals, we were having a get-together or something. His friends from work were there, and he was telling them all about how I went on this website and was doing my drawing, and somebody wrote "sucks" under it. He roasted me real bad, and they had a big laugh about when somebody wrote "sucks" under my big tag. I would love to revisit some of those. I don't know how the technology worked, but that was a lot of fun back in the day. Alright. Glad we could go down memory lane with that one. I'm glad Tom Pepper knew what I was talking about. Let's check out MapQuest. I remember that. It's kind of what we do on this stream, is we're like, I remember that. That was weird. Back when you had to go on MapQuest and type in where you wanted to go, and then you'd have to print out the directions, and then you're driving around with this freaking piece of paper that's like, go left at the stoplight. That sucked. Didn't like that. And we're getting some broken links, so we don't really know. I guess sometimes you gotta go forward in time. Boom, there we go. MapQuest, explore the world with the #1 consumer travel site. Modern versions of that. Yeah, that makes sense. There's probably an app. There's an app for that. There's probably some. It's still going on. It's gotta be. Gotta be able to do graffiti that won't get you in big trouble. Practice. Alright, so we're MapQuest. This probably doesn't work anymore. Go to your map. I want to go to the interactive atlas. None of this stuff works anymore. That's too bad, but that's MapQuest. Let's jump ahead. Boom. We're going ahead in time. Just like checking out the design of these old things. Okay, so this is a dead end. Boom. Alright, enough of that. And there's fetish. We're not going to that one. People keep asking for that, but student.net. What's that about? I did find one website when we were looking these up last week about like where people you could get essays or something. I don't know if that's what this is for your homework. Student.net, TV search and remind. Now you have better control over your searches, and if your search returns many shows, see them listed a bunch at a time instead of all at once. That's some cool technology. And there's a listing of fellow students with home pages sorted by school. Now there are over 475 schools represented. Yikes! This was kind of like Facebook. This was like the original Facebook. Student.net. There's the Rejecto-matic. Meet new friends, looking for love or just someone new? Our personals let you read messages from thousands of people and also let you add your own. Soon you'll be sending messages back and forth to all your new friends. We've even had a marriage. There's also Yenta, the student.net matchmaker. Huh, that's kind of interesting. So I wonder if we could browse some of these pages here. That would be very cool. Meet new friends. Let's meet. Don't be shy now. Add a new feature. You can send messages. Damn, this is Facebook. Whoa. Cool sightings. StudentNet content. What is this? This is just some. It's got TV shows and personal pages and cool sites. Let's browse the personals. Pen pals, men seeking women. Okay, we'll go to that one. We hope that there's something we can find here that's cool and funny. And not getting any luck with that. It's real hit or miss. Personal page, direct. Alright, find your friends' homepages by their school. Do a post. Add my page. I wonder if I could do that. Add some. Make a cool stream personal page for a website that doesn't exist anymore. Alright. Let's start with A. Let's see if we can find a post. And there's Aarhus University, a famous university. There's also Adam Mickiewicz. Thought about going to Adam Mickiewicz back in the day, but I was like, I'll go elsewhere. We got the American School in Zaire Anglia Polytechnic University, App State, Auburn, Augsburg, Austin College. Let's check out the Albertson College of Idaho. And not getting, I guess that's, I don't know. I don't understand any of this crazy web lingo. I want to see the pages. Not getting much here. That's too bad. No, I don't want that. Alright. Man, that would be cool. See some personal pages. Oh! Whoa! Okay, so it's taking us to the engineering school at Auburn and their list of users. And so here we go. That's cool. Okay, so it just redirects you to the school's website and their list of students. Let's see if these guys built a page. Mike Baginski. Some other names that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Andy Barfoot Jr. What is this? I feel like I'm hacking into the dark web. And this is all about some computer science stuff that some of you folks probably know about. Not very interesting to me. I want to see like man seeking man or woman or whatever. And we're just hacking directly into probably just someone's homework. Virtual reality modeling language. Thanks for dropping by. And don't care. Unless it's got some crazy video or something. This is just someone's the tutorial. We're going deep into the web. And this requires me to make a file or something, so I'm not going to do that. This is a little tutorial. So this is someone's computer engineering homework over at the Auburn School of Engineering. This is exciting stuff. There's a resume. Let's dox this person online. Nope, I don't want to do that. Michael Brogy. He didn't do his homework. And here we go. Oh, a lady. All right, Karen Burgess. This is a test. She didn't do her homework either. What about Cheryl? This is exciting. War Eagle. Is that an audio file? Or can we play the audio file? This is going to be the famous Auburn chant. Let's see if I can pull this up here. This is exciting. We've got a file, and we hope it doesn't have a damn. All right, and it's the Auburn fight song. We downloaded that from a website from 11 years ago. It's pretty cool. Yes. All right, go Tigers, whatever. Okay. All right, that's kind of cool. So we checked out that, and people are loving it. So we gotta get something that's more fun and cool than whatever that was. Sometimes you go down a wormhole and it's not quite as funny and cool as you had hoped for. That's just what we do. And this is, in case you're just now joining, this is the Cool Stream presents cool sites from internet's past. And we're looking at some Internet Archive stuff on our old machine. We busted out the old HP desktop. We got some old school websites rolling. Hamilton takes it. This is president96.com. So if you don't remember last November that way, you weren't playing President 96, the simulation designed and produced by Crossover Technologies, which ran concurrently on America Online, CNN's, and Time Warner's All Politics website. Wow. Live chats with the fictional candidates and real-world luminaries such as Mario Cuomo, governor of New York, and Oliver Stone, the movie director, that ran on America Online and the World Wide Web. In October, the presidential and vice presidential candidates took part in a round of debates. Lively mailing lists for the general game and the various campaign headquarters were introduced after the conventions. That's pretty boring. Game timeline. It gives you an idea of how the game went, with links to news stories and summaries of major game events. So we love games. We got the cool game. The link below this one was fetish. Yes, it was. I'm scared of what that might turn up. I guess if it's something weird, I could close it, because you never know what it could be. Those weird fetishes. And so there's over in week 1, North Korea nuclear test stuns world leaders. The campaign news. So they talks about some news that happened. Well, this is real exciting. Candidate Gardner sued by 1994 lenders bomb in Saudi Arabia kills 6 Americans, and North Koreans blame nuclear blast on renegade generals. What the hell is this? Gardner vows to pay every last cent. Go to the candidates link and see what their positions are in circumcision. Where would I find that? List of primaries phase. This is cool. People love this. What is this? Computer thief swipes millions from Urban Bank. Teacher faces time for dance and buff. Whoa. Indianapolis dance teacher faces up to 30 days in jail, a $500 fine, and the loss of her job for disrobing during a tribute to modern dance pioneer Isadora Duncan. To those oh, there they are. The crazy candidates. We got Bob Dole. We got Bill Clinton. Okay. What is this? Okay, so these are all fake candidates. Because I don't remember these people. I thought this is real. Alright, the official Democratic Party candidate, Ben Hamilton and Frank Gardner. Exciting stuff. A respected figure on the national scene for many years, first as governor of New Jersey and now as vice president. Benjamin Hamilton gives more than mere lip service to caring about his fellow citizens, his country, and the environment of the whole world. With a political philosophy he prefers to describe as progressive rather than liberal. Okay, Hamilton offers strong alternative to Republican radicalism. That's the kind of guy we could use today in the big 2020 election. Old Ben Hamilton. Senator Frank Gardner enjoys being the grand old man of liberalism. I'm with Ben. Maybe I was too young to remember the famous campaign of Ben Hamilton, and I think at the very beginning of the site it said that they won. So, President Hamilton. So he was the grand old man of liberalism, gleefully proclaiming his populist credo in opposition to New Republican zeitgeist. True to his deeply held intellectual and moral beliefs, he supports a big government that actively engages the problems of society on behalf of those who are least fortunate. Sounds about right. There's the crazy independents there. So this is like a game that you would play with like fake candidates or something. There's the Republican candidate. Hate these guys. William Dickey and Ann Stewart. That's pretty progressive to have a lady running for the vice president. So it says the consummate Let me do that over again. Rewind. A consummate politician, Senate Majority Whip, and chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, William Dickey has earned the title of Mr. Republican. All right. I've heard of Mr. Cool. I've heard of Mr. Food.
Oh, it's so good.
Heard of Mr. Gear, and I've also heard of Mr. Gear and Mr. Phil, and this guy's Mr. Republican. Oh boy. Just adding to the list. Born in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, he has never lost his connection to Main Street values, even after 34 years in Washington. Governor Ann Stewart wants to put common sense back into the Oval Office. As governor of Texas, she's cut taxes, improved law enforcement, and been a vigorous champion of conservative values. Now she's ready to bring the Texas triumph to the rest of America. And then there's this guy. Look at this freaking weirdo dude. Robert Libby is one of the best known and most influential figures in the national political debate, even though he's never held public office. Why the hell would I vote for this guy? I only want someone with experience in our government. And William Dickey's got it. So he says, the host of the most popular syndicated conservative radio talk show in the nation. And maybe this guy's been pranked before by a funny guy. Maybe he's still on the air. I don't know. Libby has literally been the voice of the Republican Revolution. He has resigned from the race, but his beliefs were a major influence on the Republican platform. Check out his talk show. Please. There it is. Whoa. This is so... The Robert Libby Show. Rant. Old news. Q&A. Hotline. So he's got a hotline, so we could do a prank on this guy. Talk about his shirts. Enjoy the show. So this is all fake stuff, and tired of tax and spin Democrats and immoral liberals want to know how to make America great again? What? Hold up. This freaking guy invented Donald Trump. We found it. This is where it all comes from. It all comes back, folks. Robert Libby is the man, the main man, the architect behind the scenes. It's not Bannon. It's not Manafort. It's not Roger Stone. It's this dude, Robert Libby. He wants to make America great again. Holy shit. And this is all just a big joke. I think that this is all fake and it's all related to this game. And I'm gonna have to spend some more time on this website. Alright, so here he goes. He's got a question here. Faithful listener Ted Patterson writes to ask what I think of the environment. Good question, Ted. Let's see if I can do a voice for this guy. Good question, Ted. I think the environment is a nasty catchphrase that liberals use when they want to get away with something. I like walking in the woods, as well as the next man, but that doesn't mean that I want the government to take over every tree and bush and blade of grass in sight. That doesn't mean I want the government to be able to tell me when I have to mow my lawn. It doesn't mean I want the government to be able to tell the timber industry, don't worry, Big Brother understands reforestation better than you do. This is literally fake news. What? This is insane. The environment has always... Okay, I sound like a prospector now. A vote for Bill Dickey is a vote for ... something. And here he's giving his take on the famous presidential candidate from 1996, Bill Dickey. A vote for Bill... See if I can do a different voice. A vote for Bill Dick... God, I can't do a good voice. Let's see if I can get into a... It's got to be a radio voice, so it can't be too hickish. A vote for Bill Dickey is a vote for something. 2 weeks ago, it was a vote for the economy, instead of for tree huggers who claim they know more about taking care of the environment than anyone else. Then, it was a vote for hugging another tree. Now, it's a vote for jobs again. I'm trying to do a JJ voice or something. I don't know what that was. I feel like I've entered a crazy wormhole. And don't understand what is real anymore. And check this out. This is insane. I do a little screen. I'm definitely going to bookmark this. This is wild. We found the origins of Make America Great Again. So back in the day, this probably has some connection to, what's his name? Steve Bannon. He probably was the architect behind this. He was trying to float some of his ideas back in the 90s. This is kind of the genesis of all that. What you can tell it's not really a conservative writer is that he only used 3 dots for ellipses. They all use 4 more for some reason. Don't understand. God, this is insane. Now Ben Hamilton has spoken to Congress, and we're all supposed to be happy campers. According to Hamilton, the American public has spoken, and, surprise, surprise, it thinks that Ben Hamilton is perfect. Frank Gardner is blessed with perfection, and the Democrats won the election because they've got all the answers. Well, Ben, I've got some bad news for you, bud. You're a bleeding heart draft dodger with no sense of humor. Your vice president is a lecher without any manners or morals. My God, I want to know first I got to figure out what is this? Have I slipped into an alternate universe or something? I don't know what is real anymore. This is what the candidates page looked like below at the beginning of the game. Below you see what it looked like near the end. Okay, we're going to go back home. Figure out what in the hell is this. Okay, if you don't, so we're gonna go back to the beginning. If you don't remember last November that way, you weren't playing President 96. Simulation designed and produced by Crossover Technologies. Okay, so I guess I missed the part about the slate of fictional candidates that mirrored real-world election concerns and personalities. Candidates had public homepages that anyone can visit with audio and video of their campaign speeches, and private headquarters where their supporters did all the stuff, and live chats with fictional candidates. That's cool. Yeah, so I read all this stuff and then totally just forgot what I was looking at, and I don't know what I thought this was. Okay, the game. So what was the game? You could play the game? Candidates page describes the 10 candidates who ran for office in the game. This is all a freaking simulation as far as I'm concerned. This is weird as hell. Surveys page describes the various surveys that were used as part of the game. Okay, so you would take a survey. The National Opinion Survey was open to all web users, whether or not they were registered players. It asked for the participants' state of residence, blah, blah, blah. Designers select 8 issues that the players would define positions of their various candidates. So you would vote on the survey, and then you would elect the fake candidate. Okay, let's check out the results. Please select from the slate of candidates. Please, for your vote to count, please fill in and submit. And we're going to do Beowulf at cool.stream. In which state or U.S. territory do you reside? And I'm not going to say, but people probably already know. So we're going to say that state. Select a party. Okay. And so we voted, and I guess I can't submit. It's not an active website anymore. That's too bad. I was wanting to vote for William Dickey. Alright, so that's it. You would just go and vote for the fake candidates. And my God, this was on the cool sites. Can you imagine going back 96 and being like, hey, it would be so cool if I could just vote online and read about the candidates online and have all the information there. So to learn about the issues of the day. That would be a cool idea. I would love to do that, but instead I have to do it for these fake candidates and this fake news. Seems like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. If it's supposed to be as similar to real American elections as possible, why wouldn't you just follow the actual elections? That's right. What the hell? I don't understand this. This was on CNN. This was a thing, and they were like, all right, we got an update from President 96. And the news today is that General Nicholas Russell said this, and he called this Robert Libby a big idiot. Okay. Now what we need to see is, are there videos of this? I love this. This is so good. Robert Libby. The hotline. Man, okay. Okay, let's check out General Nicholas Russell. General Nicholas Russell for president. I believe that American people are blah, blah, blah. So he's a big-time troop. Soldier and a statesman. So you'd have to go on this website and you would have to read all of this stuff. Could you imagine reading all this stuff for a fake guy? This is just this company, Crossover Technologies, you know, just kind of doing a big jerk off on this website. The Markle Foundation. What is that? It's like is that like the Bilderberg Group? All right, bios, media. Here we go. Oh, please, God. Please, please, please. Can we have... We've got this stump speech. And we've got a file, and we're downloading the file. And we're going to load that into our playlist here, and we're going to check out. And I hope people are loving this. This is a lot of fun. What's the guy's name? This is Russell... what's his name? Nicholas Russell, Republican candidate, and here we've got his stump speech, and this is the soundbite. Oh, and we got a video. And good luck getting that on the screen. I haven't had much luck. Oh, can we see that? Ow! No video support. Format with MIME type found. I haven't had a lot of luck playing videos on this particular thing, so I'm gonna just stick with the audio, and maybe I can get the video up. I don't know. Too stupid. Can't figure this stuff out. Here's 19 seconds of his stump speech. See what he said.
The American people are demanding that the politicians try to put aside their differences and come together. They know that a true leader is the only person capable of bridging the great divide between liberals and conservatives, Democrats and Republicans. I believe that I am that leader.
So that's Robert Russell, or whatever the hell his name is, and I'm going to check out his stance on abortion. And this is a fake guy. This is not real. This is a fake website, a game about where you vote for the president. Check this out. Is this going to work? I don't think that one worked. That's all right. Oh, on affirmative action, that could be interesting. And not because for any other reason. It's just kind of interesting to hear what the fake stuff that they'll come up with for this fake guy and his stance on things. What the heck? None of this crap is working anymore. That's too bad. This is crazy. Okay, so now we got to go back. We got to check out. He didn't even win. And Robert Libby, does he have any clips? Libby for President. Welcome to the Libby for President worldwide website. Oh yeah, baby. And the transcript is also available. We're downloading stump2.wave. Some of these are working. Oh, here we go. Here's Robert Libby, and here's his 9 seconds for his stump speech.
As I looked over the field of candidates, it became clear that my view and the view of the millions who think as I do was just not being represented.
All right, and that's it. That's all you got for your stump speech. So there's Robert Libby's Crusade for America. Hi, Robert Libby. Man, okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this video up. That would be quite the feat to get that to work. Maybe I don't need to mess with that now. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It's only 900 kilobytes. I think some of these links just straight up don't work. Man. 2_stump.movie. And is this gonna be it? No, I don't think it works, and it's making my shit go crazy. I may have downloaded a damn virus. Alright, if you're bragging about millions of people who support you in a country of 300 million, sorry buddy, but that ain't gonna cut it. Nope, and that's why he lost the famous election of 1996. Okay, so we gotta check out. Did it say who won the election? That would be something to know. Who the hell won the election of 1996? Ben Hamilton was the Democrat, so we're gonna see what this freaking lib is talking about. From New Jersey. Growth for a New Millennium. Hamilton 96. And now, years later, we've got Hamilton 2016. I'm talking about that crazy play with all the rapping. Let's see if I can get his stump speech up here. We're going to see what this guy has to say. This fake guy who's not real. That doesn't seem to work either. Hamilton stump speech soundbite. That doesn't work. Try that. Is that gonna work? Hamilton stump speech. Okay, maybe this is gonna work. There we go.
The security of your family, your friends, and your neighbors is under attack. Now, the enemy isn't some foreign government. It's short-sighted, narrow-minded politicians who are trading away our national future for current political gain. We can't let them get away with it.
Very inspiring message there. All right, so people are loving this stuff, this weird-ass website, the game of presidential candidates. And I want to see, so we went and we looked at the ad agency that made the other website. Whoa. And so I want to see what Crossover Technologies is up to, or was up to back in the day. They were rolling hot when it's more than just a game. So they do interactive entertainment, products for new media, which is internet stuff, online pioneer publishing online games before there was a World Wide Web. And how is that possible? An online pioneer publishing online games before there was a World Wide Web. So that goes back to the days when it was just a couple of guys at universities or something. Isn't that how the internet started? Some guys in Switzerland. Sounds like some pretty fun games. They developed several of the most successful online games ever, including Mad Maze, one of only 2 commercial online games that has drawn over 2 million players. Interesting. Assembled a presidential 96 press release. The campaign continues. This is all fake news, multimedia support materials for President 96. Media discussion topics, President 96 in the real world. Okay. Netizens have made the online candidates extreme in their party positions, reflecting dissatisfaction with the practically indistinguishable party positions of the real-world candidates. President 96 players nominated a strong environmentalist as a Democratic candidate and a liberal Democrat who strongly defends Social Security and affirmative action as a running mate. The result, a new Democrat/liberal coalition that sharply differs with Republicans on almost every issue from abortion to environmental protection. Republican-affiliated netizens. We need to bring that back. Netizens. Oh, this is kind of weird. A game crisis introduced in March concerned a standoff between well-armed militia group and the FBI. So that sounds, and then players advise their candidate to negotiate, escalate, or ignore within a fortnight. And I'm not talking about the famous online battle royale game that the kids love, doing the floss dance. So within a fortnight, the real-world militia standoff in Montana was widely reported in national media. That's some real fake news. That sounds like Waco. That's what they were trying to emulate there. Remember that back in the day? That thing. It's kind of crazy. Also in February, game producers posted a news story headlined, "Bomb in Saudi Arabia Kills 6 Americans." The week before the real world Dow Jones plunged 250 points in early April, the President 96 candidates had to deal with the identical problem as introduced by the game producers. So they made up a fake story about some bombs killing people, and then they introduced a real story about the Dow Jones to see what the netizens would have to say. This is interesting stuff. This is gaming back in the day. And here's one that says something about E3. Computer gamers seize control of presidential campaign at E3. Unique online political simulation tackles real issues with true-to-life fictional candidates. Okay, so this is just a press release, and E3 candidates can meet the game's creators and participate in live demonstration at the America Online booth. So I guess you would have this game going on if you had America Online. You'd be having a lot of fun, and America Online did this game. So that's pretty cool. 1996, and if you were at E3 back in 96, that'd be kind of a cool website to check out. Be way cooler than this crap that we were looking at, except for, and I gotta go back to, is this thing still open? There he is. Robert Libby Show. So we came away with one fun, cool thing from this, which is this crazy website and this fake guy named Robert Libby. Anyway, what I was going to say is if you were at E3 back in 1996, you'd probably be looking at a Super Nintendo Zelda game and Super Mario World, and you'd be like, holy shit, this is amazing, this is awesome, I'm ready to just game all night long, play some Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog, and all these badass cool games that are still a lot of fun to play. And then you'd go and you'd check out the President 96 game. You'd be like, oh, cool. It's exactly the game I want to play. More politics. I'd rather play Super Mario. So we had a lot of fun today on the Cool Stream Presents Cool Sites from Internet's Past. And we got into a couple websites, and do we want to see what the fetish one is? See if I can spike our viewers, see if I can wake people up in the chat and really get people going. Just not too late to see fetish. No, you're right. I don't think they had stuff that was that bad back on the web back then. Surely not. And ready to click X. What? It's got the cool sight of the day. Inspiration in Japan comes from many quarters. Fetish shares some of the items which keep us going. They got the umbrella condom. Ready to X out of this one at any moment. Ow! What? Man. Okay, so they really freaked me out with this web title, but it looks like it's just some weird. This is kind of like some weird as seen on TV, like Kickstarters. You'd see this on Kickstarter right now on that podcast, YKS. They'd probably talk about this, the ear alarm. Ever overslept on the train and missed your stop? Designed for the long commute, set the ear alarm to travel time and never wake up at the end of the line again. Also, the instruction sheet says it's popular with housewives when boiling eggs. That's kind of cool. It kind of looks like AirPods. It's kind of neat. Received many requests for ear alarm. If you want one, we can tell you now. We can now tell how. Want. Kiss You toothbrush. Ear alarm. Tokyo's coolest. Okay, so maybe this is a Japanese website. Not a gas. It would be cool if this site was actually for adherents of a fetishist religion. Well, not for me. Not for the stream. I don't want to get in big trouble. Let's see what not a gas is. Just what the station master ordered. A peeling machine for thrown away gum. Every railway company, so there's a lot of stuff about railways, and yep, the Japan Railway West Trading Company. So this is a Japanese website. Tokyo's coolest. Tokyoscape. Serendipitous scenes of Tokyo, brought to you in association with Sony Communications Network and Tokyo Q. If not the coolest, it must be Tokyo's coldest. Taxi lanterns, visual snippets. A lot of broken photos here. Let's see if we can jump ahead. No. Alright, so that's the fetish website. And it's not anything weird. It's just a little bit maybe mistranslation. Perhaps spring, summer, autumn, winter, snow, pronounced Zaus. Was created to bring full-scale, year-round skiing to Tokyo. It's very odd to see people queuing to get in on a summer's day wearing shorts, but holding a pair of skis. Alright, well, that was a lot of fun. Over on the Cool Stream Presents Cool Sites from Internet's Past. I don't think I have a good outro for this, so I'm going to let the screensaver come back up. Thanks everybody for watching. It was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, a lot to digest. I'm definitely gonna go read more about President 96, and I'm gonna post this in my channel on the Discord. Thanks Beer Horse for watching, Kate's name, all the crew. We'll be back at it again on Saturday at 4 p.m. Central to do a regular cool stream all about the freaking cedar nut stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. And, yep. That's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Let's see, I need a different song to do an outro here. That, folks, was the Cool Stream Presents Cool Sites from Internet's Past. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Saturday at 4 p.m. with your regular scheduled cool stream. And here's some music to play us out. And this song is actually called Mr. Cool. It's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah! Woo!
And that's the show.